Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to
we're trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
It's douche canoe and pregnancy faker.
Yeah. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to get myself criminally in trouble. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. My mother died.
What proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother did not die. And just because I watch a video or parts of a video doesn't mean I'm a stalker.
It's the only word that accurately describes the man, and we can demonstrate just that. Everybody thinks he's an asshole. Son of a bitch. Well, that's good, too.
Shut up! What the hell? Court's adjourned. In my chambers. Now.
I've done nothing except get pregnant by the fucking bachelor!
Okay. Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. You hit go live, I hit high. Don't blend the mirror for the flaw you saw. You built the stage, ring light, halo. Crime, villain, art, potato, can fatal. Overshared diaries, legal threats shaky. Sue the whole planet cause the comments got snaky. You call it harassment, I call it replay. You film the mess in 4K every day. I didn't script it, didn't cast, didn't scout. You tripped on your ego, now I'm trending off cloud. Substack, manifesto, spell check deceased. Paragraph long, but the logic real brief. Neighbors need restraining orders, court dates pending. But I'm the bad girl, cause your rep is banding. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you've grown. Every cell phone clip is a row I reap. You farm your chaos, I just harvest cheap. This is America, freedom of speech. If the shoe don't fit, let it slide on your feet. You perform the circus, I just buy a seat. You feed the joke, I don't even gotta tweet. Lip filler, migration face on vacation. Still got the nerve of defamation accusations. You stalk folks' lawns, but call me obsessed. Ma'am, you filmed it yourself, exhibit A, press yes. Court filing, hobby lawsuits on repeat. Paperwork warrior, but you're losing in the street. Crying bullying, while you rage for views. Then monetize drama with tell-all interviews. You don't want laughs, cool, here's the hack. Log off, go heal, don't hit post on the crack. No stream, no meme, no thread to unpack. But you love the spiral, numbers say that. The more you act up, the more you get sown. Strapped to my plow in the field you've grown. Every meltdown moment, Kerching, that's we. You plant the circus, I just thresh the beat. Free country, say what I please. You uploaded the clownery, don't sue me. You light the match, then scream at the flame. I just watch the smoke spell out your name. Yeah. Talk down, just say what I please. You were born in the pillory, ghosted eager. You like those lusters, scream at the flame. Accountability, ghosted, ego on tour. Blame the audience, never the lure. If attention's a drug, you double the dose. Then shock Pikachu when the laugh the post. So here's the deal, real simple math. No chaos crop, I ain't got a path. You stop the show, silence no cow. But till then, welcome to the plow. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster! Don't slow down now, boo. I'm so proud of you. Faster!
Good evening, everyone. How are you? It's another fabulous Wednesday. And yes, I have my my accident-prone Muppet on the screen for you. I didn't have an accident, but I have full body aches and I don't know why. So I thought it would be funny to do my faceplant icon today. Send cash apps for massages, folks. I don't know. I'm like fully sore and I don't know why. This is just getting old, man. I think I was carrying groceries and I think this is what happened. This is so stupid. I think I was carrying groceries and I loaded up the left side too much. And like I held on to it for too long, like just saying, I can do it. I can get them all inside at once, like when you only want to make one trip. And I think my bicep just like cramped and stayed like that. And now it's run up my entire arm and down the other side. So I'm just sore. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm sure David will be disappointed. I haven't been out all day though. It's kind of sad.
Oh no.
I know.
You didn't leave your house?
I know, it's so crazy. I know. It's God, so sad.
That's so weird.
I know, man. What a boring PI day he will have.
Chat is saying you're hearing that Super Tips isn't working. Well, I just used it earlier today and it was working just fine. I think it's okay. Supertip.gg/Megan Fox. It is pinned to the top of the chat. I did check the link. It did work when I checked it. So I don't think you should have any problem with it. I'm not sure if you're having a difficulty on your end or if it's on Super Tip end, but it should be okay. I think it's okay. And hey, if Super Tips aren't working, that's fine. We have Cash Apps, we have Venmos, we have Rumble Rants. Hey, Rumble, how you doing over there in the Rumble ghetto? I see you. I see you. Actually, I don't see you. I don't have Rumble open. That's bad. There it is. There you are. Hello, Anna. Hello, Keith. I see you guys in there. So make sure that you have the other ways to send support to the show. Hit the like button, by the way, on the way in, and share it out on social media, because YouTube and its distribution lately just really sucks. So we need people to know we're live.
It is. It's crazy. Actually, they've done that to every channel too. If you look at creators, they it's wild. It's wild what they've done. You know, they fire 60% of their staff, turn them into AI bots, and are like, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Everything YouTube was supposed to be, not mainstream media, not just celebrities. Let's embrace all of that stuff instead and choke out the just people that are listening, you know, because it's supposed to be a place where you can, if that's what you want, cool, you know, but it's supposed to be every niche can actually be
it's supposed
promoted.
to be individual, independent content creators, along with all the other stuff. I mean, it's fine that the other stuff is here, and it's great you have another way to watch it, but also YouTube is supposed to be about independent creators, and it just sucks that's the way they're going. But you know what? We'll figure it out. But we will always be here in some way or another, whether it's YouTube or Rumble or I don't know. There's other platforms out there we may have to explore, but we'll see.
The frightening thing is, though, that one of the reasons we've been able to evoke social change with certain things, like when you look at false accusations, one of the reasons that's happened is because we've been able to circumvent the mainstream. The mainstream created entire movements that propped up things like false accusations. And you know, it took a long, it wasn't a wrecking ball we took to that. We actually had to take a chisel, a tiny little one, and just chisel out little parts.
One bite at a time.
Yeah, and it finally fell apart, you know, and now people look back at that and they think, man, that was a crazy time. You could be accused of anything and it destroy you. But it took, God, you know, that thought process took a decade to instill. And the only reason that it fell apart is because mainstream lost its grasp on people.
And, you know, you knew they weren't going to not fight back. And I think that's what we're seeing is them trying to take over the independent spaces so that crowd us out so that we don't have the kind of platform or voice that we had before. And it's unfortunate, but I think we will always find a way, and people will, you know, seek out those independent thoughts because it is so important. It is so different than what you're being fed from the mainstream. And you guys know, we usually say what you're thinking, and that's what you come here for. Super Tips is working. Check it out. Hold on. We got one here. Sherry, thanks for the 5.
You threw your old ass off
It's
kilter.
not playing.
Come on, Megan.
There it goes. I can hear it.
You threw your old ass off kilter. Come on, Megan. Keep your shit together.
What did I do?
I have no idea, but I can hear it.
But you can't see it, right?
No, but I hear it.
That is weird.
Megan Fox with a technical problem? Oh my God, tell me it isn't so.
That happened to me earlier today when I was streaming with Spike Cohen, but it was just because I had the wrong setting on OBS, but I've got the right setting, so I don't know why that would be happening. Why can't I see it or hear it? Brad, damn it. That's really weird. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. And I also have, let me make sure that I've got the right audio setting. Hold on. Maybe my audio setting, I swear I have it right. If you guys can hear it, it's definitely, nope, it's right. That's so weird, but it didn't show up on my screen either. All right, well, now I have to read it manually to myself. You threw your old ass off kilter. I did. That's true. I don't know what my problem is, but it's just getting old in general. Like you just get sore for no reason. Oh, and my knees are like hurting for no reason. They're just hurting. Like going up and down stairs, all of a sudden if my knees go out and I need knee surgery, you guys, I'm going to end it all. I'm going to throw myself out a first floor window multiple times. I can't imagine me having knee problems too with the rest of my family. So stupid. But all of a sudden my knees are hurting. So that sucks. All right. So what I plan on doing tonight is going back to that deposition. I love Shara's deposition. And I feel like we learn something every time we take a look at it. So that's what we're going to do. We made it to page 271 last night. And there are 363. So we are under 100 pages. Can you believe that, Tug?
That's kind of crazy. It's only taken how many years?
To be fair, I don't even think it's taken 1 year. I don't know. When was the first one we did on this? I'm not sure. I could go back and look. But
To be fair, it's only taken, I don't know, maybe a year, possibly.
Maybe. I don't think it's been more than 1 year.
Way to really save that one.
To be fair, though, this case has been going on for a long time. And this was a 363-page deposition. So it's a lot of pages. It really is. We left off. Let's see, where do we leave off? We left off here. Randy was talking about Patty Plummer, and yeah, line 14. I think this is me. But I'd also like you to know I've had no interaction with Marla other than making a couple of corrections publicly under her comments that she made about me. Her and I do not interact at all.
Did you know Marla, by the way, is a handwriting expert?
I did not know that.
Yes, Marla is a handwriting expert. Now she is saying that the most important thing that proves that Hales actually wrote the signs is apparently she found somebody found some handwriting from 1990. And, she says that's more important than samples of Michelle Preston's handwriting. Isn't that interesting?
Is it also true that I noticed somebody on one of the Facebook pages said that the Fleas deleted their Royal Flush stream? You remember what that was? That was their handwriting expert.
I know they had put it. So at first, it was behind a paywall. They put it behind the ridiculous paywall to hide it, and now what they've probably done is they've probably hidden it, and then if this lawsuit goes, they will delete that thing in a heartbeat to try to hide what they did, because they have deleted so much stuff anyway. But God, they will be deleting everything in its mother if they think they have a chance at it. You also actually, there's something really weird that came up that I meant to bring up as well. Can we talk about that real quick?
Have you guys been following, by the way, the fast food CEO wars? Anybody following those? The McDonald's CEO going with his marketing campaign for the Big Arch. Has anybody seen this? Because I've been laughing at it for days. Did you not see him doing his little advertisement for the Big Arch?
Nope, I didn't see it.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I have to catch you up on this because it's insane. It's insanely bad. And funny. And I almost wonder, like, are they doing this on purpose? Because now all the CEOs are getting in on it, right? All the CEOs of the fast food companies, because he made this very cringe video of eating a burger that we're sure he's never eaten in his life before. Like, this guy is for sure a vegan. Like, no doubt about it. He's got to be. He's absolutely got to be a vegan. And he makes this very awkward video of him eating this big arch, and it has calling it a product, and people are like, wait, is it a product? Is that like when they call cheese, like government cheese, a cheese product? Like, it's not actually cheese, it's just cheese product. Well, now they're all getting in on it. This video, I think, has a clip of the McDonald's guy too. But man, is this getting funny. I want to play this. I hope this doesn't have music.
All right, the moment of truth.
Guy on the left.
That's a burger. That is so good. I love
He barely took a bite.
this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now.
We love burger products, which most people call a burger.
Of course, we're starting with our Windy Square patty, fresh, never frozen beef. Absolutely nothing better.
I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch. Just so you
No, you aren't. You're not eating that for
I'm going
lunch.
to do a tasting right now, but this is actually my lunch.
Oh, of course, you got to have a Frosty with a burger. Is this set up today? Oh, wait, our machines are always working.
That is so good.
Only one thing missing, a napkin.
So they're all doing this because the McDonald's guy was so cringe. It was so bad. And now as you were finding whatever you were finding, I saw that the Taco Bell CEO has gotten in on it, and I have to see this.
Hey,
I have
how we
no
doing?
idea what
I'm
it says.
Barnett. I am the interim CEO of Taco Bell. We just thought we'd join one little challenge with you guys. So I'm going to take you along. This is what I'm eating for lunch today. Let's see what we packed. This is what I eat pretty much every day. I am the CEO of Taco Bell.
He's probably not. He's
This
probably
is one
an
of our
actor.
legacy products. This is a soft taco. It's got a little bit of cheese and lettuce.
That guy's supposed to be the CEO. No way.
And the meat, while it
Yeah,
does
it's
come from
probably
a
an-
meat
it's probably
gun,
a
it
No way is that dude a CEO.
price point. So yeah,
Somebody's messing with us.
Probably.
I am
Look
just
at
going
how
to
he's
take
holding it.
a bite out of this taco.
Oh my god.
Who holds a taco like that?
No, well, he didn't do anything to it
taco.
either. He just
Well, it's a good taco. I see people all around the world why they enjoy this every day.
look, he's not swallowed it too. Look at that.
Nice little flavor.
Look,
Yummy.
he's spitting it out.
That's
And-
got to be fake. That is
It comes
got
in
to
a
be.
Yes.
pack. I think it's on the value menu. It's a good deal.
That's
$1.89
Yeah, of course. It's
taco
fake,
usually.
but still, it's so funny because everyone
They're
was
making
saying
fun of the CEO. Yeah.
that the McDonald's guy didn't even eat it. Like, they cut it after he
Yeah.
took a bite, so he could have spit it out. Like, for just like this guy.
I don't
spits
blame
the
it, man.
napkin. I
Ugh.
love it.
I don't blame him, man. Anything burger related with McDonald's, no. No.
I will admit it. I like McDonald's. There's something wrong with me, but
My
it's probably
kids like
because
McDonald's.
I've been eating it since I was
Now-
a kid. You know.
I have to hand I took the littlest one. We had a day out, and she was all over. I was like, "Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? I'll let you pick." She was like, "Anywhere." I was like, "Yeah, anywhere." And she was like, "McDonald's." I was like, "No, not McDonald's, please." But I said anywhere, so we went and got chicken nuggets, and weirdly enough, they weren't awful like the standard had been, as of the last couple of years.
Chicken nuggets are really good. I
No,
gotta
they
tell
haven't
you.
been good lately, man. Everywhere I've gone, I think it's they cost cutting or something, and they don't taste like they used to.
Well, I don't know. I have not. I like their barbecue sauce. Then again, I feel like I could dip cardboard in that barbecue sauce and it would taste good. So it could just be the sauce. But it's so funny. It's just so funny. I've been laughing so hard at the replies to all these videos. And like Wendy's, like their social media game is pretty funny. Wendy's just tweeted out a picture of a Wendy's burger and it says, "I'm about to take the meanest bite right now." Because everyone made fun of the McDonald's guy for barely biting into that burger. And he was like, "Oh, that's a big bite." And he turns it to the camera and it's like literally just a piece of the bread is missing.
Mhm.
Oh God. You guys, if you have not seen this on social media, you've got to look at the replies. They are hysterical. They're absolutely. McDonald's is tweeting out, "Try our product," because everyone's saying, "Why would you call a burger a product? Are you not legally allowed to call that a burger?" What's in it? It's people, isn't it? Everyone is. It's just so funny. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time watching this. What is this? What are we looking at?
This is Michelle Preston talking about how she's getting permits for some reason. Isn't that strange? You know, all the land discussions and
What would you need permits for?
I believe this is her trying to secure her land, you know, and trying to go in and remedy issues that are already in court through bankruptcy. I think she's, you know, it brings up a lot of questions. First of all, where'd the money come from? Second of all, can you actually do that while you're in bankruptcy court and people have filed about that and it is being investigated now?
Yeah, this is awfully strange. I don't understand what she would need permits for when she's telling the bankruptcy court she doesn't have any money to do the work that requires the permits.
Well, she's trying to somehow figure out a way to save her land, right? You know, but yes, after the permits are only a piece of the puzzle. She would have to have other like ongoing specific type of work and, you know, everything else that would go with that.
And she would still need the
What they're trying to do, I'm telling
architectural
you,
drawing.
what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to placate Preston with a pittance of the money that was there. They're going to be like, "Here, this is all that, you know, you're going to get essentially." And Preston's going to try to slop that up because she's afraid she's going to lose everything. They are trying to cover their asses in the final stretch right now. And that's pretty messed up. It is it is painfully obvious right now what they're doing. It's not just one of them. It's, you know, multiple these idiots right now. They're trying to cover their own asses.
This is just odd. Wasn't this in wasn't there more in the where this comment was? There was other things that she said that
I got to mute up.
Was making me scratch my head. What was
I gotta
it?
mute. Just give me a second. I got to mute up.
Okay. All right. Hey, Brian, thanks for the huge 100 in Cash App for the massage. I really appreciate that. Can you go to a masseuse and say, my knees hurt? Can you massage my knees? I don't know if that would work. I'm going to tell her, though. I'm going to definitely tell her. She's like the knee expert. She's had so many knee surgeries. She probably knows how to fix it. But thank you, Brian. I appreciate
My phone
that.
during live, you know, sometimes if I get a call, I'm like, for certain people, I'm like, wait a minute, let me make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
There were other dumb comments, you know, I was looking through. So
What was the other thing? There was something in there that I was like, what?
there's all kinds.
Oh, they were saying stuff about us.
Oh yeah, last night. So this is fun, to be honest. So last night I watched So You Don't Have To. Actually, did a really good breakdown of something, and there's this weird conspiracy that about me. I have not. I watched. So give me a second. I watched So You Don't Have To. Let me pull this up. This is such a bizarre one. I think I'm going to go and pull the transcript for it. I've been a little slack on that because they're boring me right this minute. You know, I go through moments back and forth where, you know, their live streams are hilariously good, but listening to them is so awful. And
it is bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
I haven't
to do.
looked at a transcript in a while either.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
I like it sometimes. Well, you were asking yesterday, and Jay messaged me actually yesterday, and he was like, they're not even talking about you anymore. You're falling out for the new season.
Yeah, we got written out for season
Yeah.
7. We're not even in it.
Yeah. Well,
don't
apparently
even
we came
rate.
back with a vengeance.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Didn't even do anything either, but apparently we came back with a vengeance.
Oh, I did
again.
hear her saying something about how we're reading Shara'S deposition because we're going back to old things because we have nothing new to talk about. Really, it's that we never finished it. And I want to finish it because there's stuff in here that we don't know, that we haven't seen.
I like the fact that I could run a show every day just talking about ecosystem morons, but the problem is that I don't want to every day.
I know me either. I can only take so much phlegm and hacking and
exactly.
idiocy.
But there are, because I really want to go back through the Ohio hearing stuff. With the Ohio hearing, I mean, it's right on us. So regardless of how close it is or anything else, that's interesting. But here, there's this weird conspiracy. Look, the first order of business.
Oh wait, did you pull it up? Are you pulling it up? Or?
It's pull it up. Can you lock it?
Yeah, there we go.
So the first order of business is how Tug edits his kids out of live streams.
Well, they keep saying that. I've literally never seen you do that.
The only time I've edited, see, I'm lazy. That's what you've got to understand. First of all, I'm too lazy to edit out a live stream. The only time I've edited out a live
It's true. If there's something he needs to edit, he'll just take down the whole stream.
Yeah. I mean, seriously.
He's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's better and it's quicker, But I don't like taking down live streams because it's money, honestly. I'm running a business. So I very rarely have done that, but I edited the last one I can remember editing was there was one where there was something with HG in the background. This is how long ago it was. It was about like I said, I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was a Vet Nation when he pulled up the thing and it, he had it in the background with him. I was covering that video that he did just because I didn't want that kid's face on my channel. I edited her image out, but I didn't cut the area out. I don't usually cut. Actually, I take that back. I remember the last thing I did. Remember paint chips and those really awful things that he wrote in email at one time?
Yeah, I do recall.
Yeah, I edited us mentioning a couple of those out. But as far as kids, no, they're part of the show, man. They love to be on.
Yeah, they do. And
what a weird, rumor here. Rumor has it. And Flea said it. And the other one is trying to debunk, but Flea says that is not true, that he does indeed edit them out of streams after using them for grifting. Oh, yeah. They love to talk about kids. It's very weird that their obsession with anyone's kids, not like a specific kid in need. They'll leave them out. Now, they'll use them as a grifting tool, but it's so strange. Like they're really butthurt about us yet again.
Yeah, you run fraud raisers in the name of a little girl, and then they don't give it to her family.
Yeah, I think that's
we can't talk about our own kids. Speaking of my kids, by the way, Rachel out there, one of you in the chat, sent my children and me boxes of goodies. They had so much fun opening them today. Veronica got birthday presents, necklace and earrings, and oh gosh, it was all kinds of stuff. Candy and glass Coke bottles, like the little ones, the little glass Cokes, so many things. And Fairy got a bunch of stuff, and Hangry got football cards, and I got a necklace. Oh, it was so cool. It was so fun. They had so much fun opening it, and there were cards for all of them. So thanks, Rachel. That was really sweet of you. They really loved that. They adored it.
They go on with this stuff too, but it was just like, what? They also, to tell you how terribly that they interpret things. We've been talking about Only Me for a hot minute, about him threatening and he's stupid about that. Well, their spin to that is for their chat. Yeah. Oh, he popped up in a chat and people were falling all over themselves to try to get his attention. And it's like, yeah, I don't think that's what happened. I think it was he popped up threatening litigation yet again, and the chat was like, "What a moron!" Oh my god!
By the way, speaking of morons, it's true. The chat's mentioning the Laura Owens saga has gone off the rails. It's crazy.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if I told you this, but David Gingras finally won something in court. That harassment order against the YouTuber, yep, they won.
Well,
And I haven't gone over it yet, but I did watch the hearing on my own and I need to stream it. It is so bad. It's so laughable. There's only one statement that the guy made that could be seen on the border of being harassing, but his attorney didn't put up any fight. So it's like, well, if you don't fight for it, how is the judge supposed to know that this is all garbage? I mean, the honest to God, it's real bad.
Pissed
There's
if my
also
lawyer lost to
300.
him.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's also 300 pages that just came out yesterday of a bunch of her emails that shows how she treated Clayton Eckert before when she met him, and then all through when she started accusing him of impregnating her. And it is insane. It is absolutely insane. It is just, it's like, okay, so you know how she accuses everybody of SA, and she accused Clayton of that too? She's the one who doesn't take no for an answer. She's the one forcing highly graphic discussions on people who don't want it, and not refusing to stop. It's really gross.
That sounds like someone in these cases.
Yes, it's very similar to that. And you know, I hadn't thought of it until today. I hadn't made the connection that what she is doing is like SA. It is actually SA. It's like she does this emotional abuse stuff, but she's also doing like a sexual thing to people that is really. She sent an email. You're not going to believe this. I got to tell you guys this because this is nuts. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. She sent an email to the company that makes Plan B. And she told them her sex story with Clayton Eckert.
What?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Like, it's so graphic. I couldn't read it on here, I don't think. I think we would get demonetized if I tried to read it. I mean, it's that graphic. To a company asking if she should take their product after these specific things she did, going into graphic detail about their intimate encounter, oral argument, shall we say?
Absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. Like it's worse than I even imagined it could be. Here, in fact, here we'll do. So I'm not teasing you here and like being vague about it. I'll just put it on the screen, okay? That's what we'll do. We'll just put it on the screen and you can peruse through it yourself. But let's bring this up here and I'll zoom in a little. So this went for the contact form. Now imagine the person on the other end, the poor person who has to read this. I guess I'll read the parts I can read. I was wondering if you could help me figure out whether or not Plan B is something I would need to consider taking after a consensual interaction. Again, keep in mind, she also accused him in a deposition of SAing her. It was not consensual, according to her. I have not been on birth control for more than a year, nor have I done anything physical whatsoever with anyone since I went off it. This past week, I was consensually intimate with a partner, although we did not have intercourse. Look at this. She told everybody that he SA'd her, but now in this one.
Oh no, that's bad for her.
But then this next part, we did a significant amount of, for lack of a better word. Okay, now I have to stop reading. Are you guys reading this? Read along. Wait, where's
Wow.
my button? I can make this funny. Hold on, where's my button? We did a significant amount of, for lack of a better word, with no clothing, underwear, or on. I performed on him, and he in my mouth, and he me as well. When I got up to go to the bathroom, I felt that should not have been present based on what we had just done. To a company, guys. I wish
What
someone had written her back and gone,
fucking
ma'am,
what, man?
ma'am, this is Big Pharma. Like, this is a Wendy's. What are you doing?
That's
What?
so.
That's
you heard-
the level of crazy that we're at with the Laura Owens case.
Oh, that case is just off the freaking rails, man. Like, because
She also
that
just got a
person is
private attorney
rails.
for her defense counsel. Can you believe that?
How?
So
How is she? Where's
I
the money?
don't know. I don't know, but the public defender is off the case, and she has a new private defense attorney now. But
I
she's
wonder if
indigent, Hug.
I wonder if the the public defender tried to tell her to make a deal, and she was like, "No deal."
Oh,
you
I'm
know?
sure he did, because the deal they offered her was so bad or good for her that Clayton was like despondent about it.
Have you seen the thing with Meta glasses that's going on right now?
No.
Oh my God! So apparently, with Meta, people haven't when they pick up glasses like that, they haven't thought certain things through. Like when you go in and you have to relay what the thing is seeing, upload it or whatever. It goes to a place in Kenya, or Nairobi, and those contracting places, they actually review highly sensitive and intimate data. So, like, say you have on Meta glasses, and you go to the bathroom or something.
Oh no!
Yeah, they see it. There are people reviewing your stuff.
Oh no!
Yeah, and other people, with glasses like that, a lot of people, you can walk in almost anywhere and people not know about it.
So wait, you could be wearing them and getting undressed in the mirror before you get in the shower.
Yeah.
And oh no!
There's this a Swedish article came out, a pretty good, like, investigative article talking about the Meta AI glasses and how they work, how they link up, and it's crazy because again they're pumping all this private sensitive stuff over to a third party that reviews all of your information.
Oh my God, that's great. Yeah.
In
Well, I'm
Kenya,
glad I don't have any of that in Kenya, of course.
So I mean, these are places that are known for not
Scams.
just blackmailing as well. So somebody gets your
Oh my God.
highly sensitive information, they see something. They described, so the workers were talking about how uncomfortable they were doing this, because it was supposed to be at first a story. They tell it here. I'm reading this little part here. They tell us about deeply private video clips, which appears to come straight out of Western homes from people who use glasses in their everyday lives. Several describe video material showing bathroom visits, sexual and intimate moments as well. They have quotes. I saw a video where a man put the glasses on his bedside table and leaves the room. Shortly afterwards, wife comes in, changes her clothes. They're reviewing things like that. Another worker talks about people coming in and out of bathrooms. Some may have been walking around with their glasses or happen to be wearing them, and then their person's partner was in the bathroom, or they come out half naked. People have no idea. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I'll actually link this article. I'm going to drop it in the
That's
chat.
awful.
I'm going to drop it in the chat. People should read this just to know. I mean, there are limits on. You got to remember the AI isn't just magically, working and stuff.
Oh my God! Yes. So if you're wearing the glasses and you go to an ATM, they've got your pin.
They got everything. Yes. Yeah. They've got
my God.
They put that on here. So it's part of it. Seize bank cards and naked bodies. It's part of the again.
No.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you're sending them somewhere in Kenya, they'll wipe your account out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. but I mean, they did bring that up, for
Wow.
the reason this got so much intrigue is because you got to think of the sales. All right. So with Meta, we're talking about in Sweden, they sold around, let's see,
Oh my
7
God.
million
Justin
units.
says, Tug, say naked again, please.
Naked.
He does say it funny. He says naked.
Naked. Naked. It's like your neck. Naked.
Yeah, it almost sounds like necky when
Yeah.
you say it. It's funny.
Naked. Yep.
Was that
Yep.
good enough, chat? Did you get your fill?
Is that
Did you-
nice naked with your neck on?
Get your neck on.
But in Sweden, they have 7 million sales of these. You just think this is that one play. What is Meta? Let me see. Meta total sales. Let me see. Meta total sales.
Oh my gosh, I figured out why super tips weren't showing. I had them hidden.
Oh, good job with that.
That'd do it. Look, I think it'll work now. SF, thanks for the 5.
Hey, dumbasses, if
Yeah, there it
Tuck or
is.
Megan edited their streams, there would be no live chat to view.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
That-
also true. If you
Yep.
edit a live, the live chat won't replay. Yeah. Danielle, thanks for the 5.
They should have hired me to do those commercials. At least I would swallow.
That is true. If you want somebody to swallow, you should definitely hire Laura Owens, or at least fake Laura Owens. She would definitely do it. Fake Laura.
7 million pairs. That is the number. They know.
Holy cow.
So there's 7 million. So that what's crazy though is you have to have a third party company to go through the data. Like I said, people, they don't think about the working behind the scenes, how all of this stuff it actually it's managed. People think when they hear Meta AI, they think that AI is somehow handling all their sensitive material. No, they just shop it out to some country that they can pay people pennies on the dollar, and they think, oh, nothing's going to go wrong.
Oh man, that's
No, it's a huge
brutal.
issue there. Like I've been watching that play out because that is a crazy story. This story, it popped up and it's being overshadowed. It's being overshadowed, in my opinion, by if you look at some of the articles that are trending now, I think a few of them are fake. Like these days, people are creating. They're creating very fake stories. That's another reason why independent journalism, I think, is very important because, like for example, something that's trending today. There's a article about a woman that is suing her husband for $10 million of a lottery ticket after the divorce just finalized today. And I was looking at it, I was like, man, we've seen something like that before. So I started looking. I was curious about the source that this came up. It came from World Star, the place that has people like fighting and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I started just to see if I could find any other place that it actually hailed from. Dude has like a generic name, like a Mark, and then it's Mark something. Just like me, I have a generic name. So I was looking through, and that stuff, it ends up clouding out stories like this. And this is very much a real story.
Yeah, Glory Bird says, what will the bankruptcy court say when they find out indigent Laura Owens has a private lawyer? Private lawyers aren't cheap. Who knows? Again, this is another case, just like Lynette Preston's bankruptcy, where all this garbage is going on that isn't true. And there's,
Did she pay her other lawyers? Her lawyers on the bankruptcy? Like, aren't they listed?
No, she doesn't have a lawyer for the bankruptcy.
No, what I'm saying is people that she's had before, like some of these lawyers she's picked up and then.
Oh, yeah, she's probably stiffed them. I don't know. I actually have never looked at her list of creditors. There might be one of her old lawyers on there for all I know. There's definitely like a spa that did Botox and treatments and stuff on her face, injections and stuff. She didn't pay them. But I mean, she's in the middle of bankruptcy claiming to be indigent, but she just hired a private attorney. How does that work? I mean, no clue, guys. No
Well, that's
clue.
the same thing that's what I'm saying about Lynette Preston. Okay, so Lynette Preston is saying that she's somehow come into money for permits. Either she has money and,
That
is
she's
hiding
hid
it.
from the bankruptcy
Yeah.
court.
Or you have, again, you have the Fats. They're playing a game with money. Again, trying to be like, here's a pittance. Therefore, you can say you have this going on, or someone else. Again, she can't take if she takes money from somebody. You know how bad that looks. And seriously, because you're not talking about money for living. You're talking about money outside of that. And to be honest, like her bankruptcy lawyer right now, you see some of the stuff these people do, and you think, man, a good lawyer would tell them, don't do that. You've already entered, you already have filings against your property.
Yeah, but that's dependent on whether they have a good lawyer.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. He gets paid like a good lawyer.
You can't have one of these like huckster shyster lawyers, or they don't tell you the truth. And yes, chat, one of the spas that she owes money to, I believe she was getting the HCG injections from as well. So wouldn't it just be unreal if Laura Owens was getting her HCG injections so she could fake a pregnancy and then never paid for them?
That would actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it would. All right, let's pull up this deposition. We got it. Let's see. We're at line 18. And that would be Randy Shockett.
Okay. And I'll ask you later to send me that little screenshot above, if you would.
Okay, sure.
All right. Okay. This is the next one. Mr. Shoshay. By the way, court reporter, that last one is in evidence. Is it an exhibit?
Facebook message from June 3rd, 2024.
Was that the date? Yeah, that's the next exhibit.
The next exhibit, the Facebook message from June 3rd, 2024 is the last one that I have.
Oh, John Cook mentioned this too, by the way.
What?
Yeah, he mentioned the...
oh, yeah. He said
this.
We were reading the deposition for a case that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Fed 1? Nah, I think Fed 1's going to happen.
Fed 1 better happen because, again, they have done everything in their power to, I'm going to say to make it happen. They've turned over nothing. They have been uncooperative as hell. They have gone out of their way to make sure that, again, this judge should be looking at the fact that they turned over nothing with lawyer, without lawyer. They're doing nothing. They as far as discovery, oh my God, they've been asked repeatedly, hey, turn over something. The judge dropped the hammer on them and said, you've got to turn over everything because of that boilerplate.
Yeah.
And they did nothing. So.
They did nothing. Yeah, I don't believe that case is going to be kicked, but we'll see.
It better not.
Anything can happen. But also, yes, Shara is also a witness in Ohio. Thanks for pointing that out, chat. So what she has to say is very relevant, and I would imagine that her testimony would be very similar in Ohio. So, look, John Cook can be annoyed with us for reading through this all he wants, but this is testimony that we have not gotten through yet. Maybe you guys have gotten
seen some of,
but I want to see what it says.
Well, we've seen some of it as far as proof. We've seen a lot of this held up. Again, the craziest thing that she noted in here that was at first an allegation, was the whole idea that Hales and other people were supposedly conspiring to take out a political official. To get him. And that was one of the first things Michelle Preston told me. She just randomly threw it into a conversation about Lisa. So I was like, holy shit. Like that confirms that Shara, see, to me, that was such a bombshell in there because it confirmed that the most insane thing that Shara noted that she said, oh yeah, she just told me that. So,
yeah, she was telling a lot of people.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. Yes, unbelievable.
That whole case is unbelievable.
It really is.
But
that was number 4. The one you're on.
No, I'm 7, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because 4 is the court reporter. Okay, good. This is this was 5 or 6?
That was 4, the one that you're on.
This one?
Now it would be 5.
This is number 5. Okay, all right. So we have it marked. Yeah, all right. This is now. I can't really read what you wrote here. You on the left side here, pages 221 on November 9th. What is that?
That's interesting. Wait, hold on. Let me think for a minute and see what this is. 2.
Okay. Okay, I don't know what this is.
Maybe there were 21 pages to this.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
And right. It was 21 screenshots, and this was number 2 out of 21. That must be what it is.
Okay, all right. But you put November 9th is. That's not the date that the conversation is that's on the screen, right?
Oh, yes, I did. And I'll tell you why. Yes, it is. Because on Facebook, if it's like a recent conversation, you can't hover. You see how I hovered over it and it gave me the time, but it didn't give me the date?
Right.
You see that little with the 8:23 a.m.?
Yes, yeah.
When you hover over it, it only gives a time when it's recent. It takes a couple of days for it to start showing the date. So when I screenshot this, I wrote that date because it wasn't showing the date on there. It was showing the time.
Okay, all right. And I can't read what you wrote. The blue is you, the gray is Mr. Manskin. Is that right? Miss Wolf? Miss
Yes,
Wolf.
the blue is me.
Okay.
Yes.
So then you're saying, I can't read the rest of your sentence above, but something like, don't you think children come first? Oh, right, you don't. Shit. Then you said at 8:23 a.m., I'm not sharing your legal strategies or case. Let me pause right there. Did Mr. Manskin accuse you of sharing his legal strategies or case?
I think he warned me not to.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And then then you said to him, I'm not and have never been a mole or sent anything to opposing as your PR and client and team are publicly stating ongoing with their defamatory statements about me. See, this is the kind of stuff. They do the same thing to people like Tina. They do it. They accuse you so much, and then they turn on you. They treat you like garbage, and ultimately, the thing that they say, it comes true. They're not a mole, but they do end up revealing the insanity that they had to put up with because these people, they turn on everybody. If you even, I mean, it's so paranoid to think, you're
True.
revealing strategy. What strategy, by the way?
Yeah, really. What's so super secret over there?
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, really, like what in this? So their biggest highlights was a handwriting expert that you could debunk in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's about it. The rest of them were a lot of talk, but they didn't really have a lot to process there. But I will publicly defend myself with the truth in this case and the truth in this egregious activity, as well as my concerns for the child in this case. I've shared my concerns with you all along, and you dismiss them. What your team is doing is unethical and unacceptable. I have a reason for my concerns and my belief that opposing is correct in his concerns for his safety as well as concerns for the child. He is not lying. Wow, that's actually an interesting statement that she's telling him,
Mm-hmm.
I think that he really does have to worry about his safety. I think he needs to worry. We need to worry about the safety of the kid. And you're telling the lawyer there that, and these people aren't just ghosting it. They're all hearing it. I'm sure they're all communicating, and they're not just hearing that, but they're ignoring her concerns.
Ignoring it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way,
I think in one of those messages we saw, Bruce was like, she'll grow out of it. She'll grow up.
Yeah. That's
like his concern is like, well, she'll grow up. She'll survive.
I mean, it's so bizarre considering that's one of the major highlight talking points. That's one of the things, of course, Lynette, was even bringing up, well, the last 2L day. She went from these people, they also destroyed my child and stuff, to actually, it's Jeremy. He's the problem again. It's amazing. By the way, when you say opposing and he, scroll down. You're talking about Mr. Hales, right? Yes. Hello, Miss Shara.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then you continue. I do not agree with his approach, but things stated to my be your client and found in the records confirmed Tom his concerns to harm. What?
Typos. I'm sorry. That's a typo.
I got you. The time that the harm your team intends for him and others is a concern. What do you know about the harm Mr. Manskin's team intends for Mr. Hales, and why is it a concern?
It's a good question. They want to take him down.
When you say take him down, I mean, does that mean Mr. Manskin and his team would like to take him down a physical way and harm him physically or financially or both?
Or more. I don't know. Take him down.
What more? You mean murder him?
I don't think that, but Cook has made some statements that concern me.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I said that. I said, yeah. And then I looked at it, I was like, hey, that's my line.
That's your line. There is something that was said to me on the phone once that I didn't know what to do with.
Have you talked about that? What was said to you on the phone that you didn't know what to do with?
I spoke to one person about it because I was very concerned of what to do with it because it made me afraid. And I felt like I would be accused of making something up by bringing it up, and I didn't know how to go about it.
Okay. Tell us what was said to you on the phone.
Is Bruce Manskin present? Because he should really hear this.
No, he's listening.
He's here? Didn't he leave? Did he come back?
No, he's here. Don't be scared. You notice he didn't answer, though.
Yeah, no, he didn't. A couple of months ago, Preston made a comment to me on the phone, and she said John was looking into a hitman, or a few months ago. And I said, what? And I questioned her up and down on this. I was not recording that phone call, but there is a possibility, and I have to go back and look, that I may have after that conversation, I wanted to get this on some kind of evidence. If I did, I'm thinking I may have done that, where I called her back to discuss it more in my concern for what she said. And she stated that he didn't really mean it, or she didn't really mean it. It was just said in a, he says things that he doesn't mean, according to her. She said that to the police too. I've heard her say that to the police. But after seeing these messages in my messenger, it concerns me.
Wait, she said that he says things he doesn't mean, or I'm trying to understand what did she say to the police? Is she saying that he's a liar?
Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
That she tells the police he says things he doesn't mean.
Okay, right.
It concerns me.
Right. So do you know that Mr. Manskin was also told that Mr. Cook was looking for a hitman to take out Mr. Hales?
What? He was told as well?
I'm asking you, do you know whether or not Mr. Manskin was told Mr. Cook planned to take a hit, to get a hit man to take out Mr. Hale? Wow, the way that came across in there, I did think, whoa, what? He knew about this? Wait a minute,
Yeah.
what?
If Preston told him, I don't know their conversations. I'm not involved in their privileged stuff
Okay.
in quite a while.
No, just so just so we're clear, any conversations in private between an attorney and attorney's client is privileged.
Yes.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right. Just give me a minute.
Sure. All right, chat. Let's see. There's a super tip. We'll read that. Okay, let's see. Allie S, thanks for the 5.
Laura, dear, it's Oral B for mouthwash, not Plan B. How could you get it wrong? Oral just rolls off the tongue.
Oh, you guys, that case is going so insane right now. I am going to be going over the harassment order hearing soon. I don't know when, but soon, as soon as I can. I'm still working my way through the investigation documents from the county. I still haven't made up all the videos on that I need to make. That's fine.
On the what now? You need to make videos on
I
him?
was, on the Maricopa County investigation documents in the Laura Owens case. I still haven't gotten through all those. They're amazing.
There's
one interview with her mother where her mother calls the cops and says she wants to meet with them, but she doesn't want Laura to know that she's meeting with the cops.
Oh my God. I wonder what's up with that.
Oh yeah, and then she goes into this crazy story about how it's all connected. These people that Laura have done Laura wrong are connected to P. Diddy. And the sex parties. And the sex parties. I'm not kidding.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
It's crazy town. Crazy town.
I never expected that one. That's I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for P. Diddy.
If it weren't for P. Diddy.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, and she goes into this crazy story about Laura being lured somewhere to be ARPed and left for dead, and it was all P. Diddy's fault. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh my God. Like you have to wonder in that, is that a story that she concocted, or like did Laura actually tell her that and she's just
I think
crazy
Laura
and believed it?
did. Yeah, Laura did, because that was the thing she claimed she went to the FBI about, that she accused Greg Gillespie and Greg Woodnick of being involved in.
That is even crazier than before.
I know. I know. You don't understand. We have to get caught up on the Laura Owens case because so much stuff has come out. All these new emails, all this new stuff. It's nuts. We got to stream about it. I'm telling you. You got to watch the hearing with me.
Well, let's plan a day and then something huge will pop off and derail.
I know. I know. It will.
All right. So I did not, if you happen to know of a conversation that Miss Preston didn't tell you about, because a client can waive the privilege. So if you know that Miss Preston is saying something that Mr. Manskin told him, that's fine. Told her, that's fine. But I don't want you to even rely on anything unless you're sure. If you know anything about a conversation that Manskin had with his client, I'd rather you just didn't even rely on or refer to it. If you're referring just on that for any answer, I don't want you to answer it. Okay, it's that sacred. At the same time, though, bringing her in.
But if she told her, then it's not privileged anymore.
Yeah, there's no privilege. And if Manskin told her too, then that's a whole nother set of problems.
Right. Yeah,
That
I
would
think
be a
he's being a
lawsuit.
little too careful there, but I'm not the lawyer, so.
Yeah. I get he wants to be careful in that for sure. But I'm just saying, like with her talking about, because she's blabbermouthed a lot of stuff about strategy and more. And when she's sitting around talking to people about it, I mean, that's her bad. If somebody decides they're going to discuss it or they're going to talk about whatever, I mean, that that was their intimidation tactic with Shara. So, I mean, like I said, I get why he would want to be extra careful. But do you think Manskin and team, do you think they wouldn't, if they got a hold of some conversation that Hale's had with his attorney, do you think that these people would not throw it into something?
Yeah. Oh, no, they would.
Okay.
They absolutely would.
All right. So I guess the answer is no. You never told Mr. Manskin that you heard Mr. Cook was looking for a hitman to take out Mr. Hales, right?
Oh, I was afraid because I was already feeling intimidated at that point, and I thought they would think that I was making it up.
Yeah, that would be a really weird place to be. If you went and told somebody about this person, what might they do to you? You
right.
know? Okay, and to be clear, Miss Preston, admitted to you that that Mr. I like how many Miss Cooks there are. That Mr. Cook was looking to get a hitman to take out Mr. Hales, right?
That's right. She said he was discussing.
Looking, discussing.
Yeah. Actually, discussing is even.
That's me.
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
No. You're today.
Now
I kept
I'm
doing
doing it.
yesterday.
I'm stepping on your line.
Actually, discussing is even more scary. Let's say it again. Make it clear. Miss Preston admitted to you that Mr. Cook was discussing
Yes.
getting a hitman to take out Mr. Hales.
Yes. And then she completely went the other way around it and said it wasn't serious. He would never do that. And blah, blah, blah. When I questioned her.
Yeah, to bring it up,
Deeply.
period.
When I questioned her deeply about it because it made me very concerned.
Yeah, bringing it up, period, is kind of crazy, though. You know, like, why would you even bring that up?
Why would you even say it? And then remember that thing that they put up somewhere. I don't know if it was on Facebook or in a message or whatever, but it was about John and his jail friends. That he was going to get his jail friends to do some work for him at Hale's headquarters after they put a GPS on Jeremy's truck.
That's why I think it's funny when people like this, they talk about, us out here. I make it clear, like I'm strapped all the time, I make it very clear, because people like this, the threats that people have made, you ain't going to run into that. Yeah. I mean, they've made, again, is there reality to it? Well, you have to treat it like there is, you have to, this guy, for Hales especially, this guy lives across the street. It's not like some guy in another state talking shit, which is its own problem anyway. I hate how that's kind of ignored by the police too. But this is a guy, again, that quite literally can walk to the edge of his property and spit across the road into your property, So, but okay. How much time elapsed between the first conversation where she said that and the second where she said he wasn't serious?
Very quickly, because I called her right back because I didn't know if I should call the police. I didn't know what to do. Because she said so many different things so many times. I had to make sure she wasn't just, and she even told the police, John says things he doesn't mean all the time. He said he wanted to kill her mother. He threatened to kill her mother, according to her. Oh, Lord, you know what it's time for. You know what it's time for.
My mother died.
What proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother did not die.
So now John threatened to kill her mother, but John didn't really mean he didn't. John doesn't want to kill her mother.
Well, you remember that. So that 911 body, or not 911, but the body cam when the police go to arrest him. And the stuff that she's telling the police about him lying all the time.
And about killing the ex-wife or whatever. And keeping her in the shed.
That is crazy. Like the level.
Look, folks, and again, these are things these people have said about each other.
Well, he seems to be okay with. Like, the first thing I come out and be like, what the, I mean, because you talk about an allegation of abuse. Like, she said that he abused her, that she tried to escape through divorce, but it destroyed her, and she ended up, she ended up in a bottle in their shed, almost like some kind of macabre freaking trophy or something.
God,
I mean, that's crazy.
It is crazy. He threatened to kill her mother, according to her. And she said he just says things all the time. And she told the police this, and they didn't do anything about it.
Well, was she?
Let's be fair. If she told the cops that John Cook was hiring a hitman to kill Jeremy Hales, those Levy County sheriffs would be like, yeah, all right, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And they wouldn't do shit. Everybody knows this.
I mean, she's talked about how John Cook is such a liar and a piece of shit. I mean, this is the
kitty diddler. That's what she says.
Yeah. She talked about how she hid a pew for him, and I mean, all of that should have been a real problem. That should have been a prosecutorial. There should have been something. I've never seen people give up with charges like that ever. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah,
where-
well, the Levy County Sheriff, they just don't want to do anything about any of this.
No,
I swear,
they-
I think she could go to the cops herself. Lynette Preston could be like, John's going to hire a hitman. And they'd be like, have a nice day, lady.
they seem that it at first I thought incompetence, and then they popped up in Ohio, and I thought, wow, that's and also
That seems personal.
well, the thing I kept hearing too from a couple of people was that she keeps talking about how she has this relationship, and she told me that herself. She has a relationship with Beecham. She feels that it goes beyond just a cop you're reporting to. She thinks that they're pals, and that's bizarre, especially in this. You're pals with the person you're.
Cindy says Levy County would escort the hitman with lights and sirens.
Oh, no.
Levy County would be like, oh, you need to hire a hitman? Try one of our sheriffs. They're already armed.
Oh, my Lord. I mean, the
This
weirdest
is how
thing.
bad you are, Levy County, is that people are making jokes about you carrying out an illegal hit. Yes, that's how little people think of you.
Well, I mean, the weirdest thing is them popping up again in court cases for people they're supposed to actually protect a person. I've never heard of something like that happen.
I know, me either. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's
so weird.
It's bizarre. I mean, just from the liability side of that alone,
They just don't care.
No, none of them care because they're operating. Oh, so I was watching a video on police. You want to talk about how like the Dan Owen thing goes, for example, right? So there was a guy, this happened a few years ago. I'm sure we've all seen the video by now. There's a guy recording outside of a police building and a Terry stop ensues. These people, they just stop him. They demand ID. These two police officers do. And of course, he's doing nothing wrong. He's on a public sidewalk. He's filming the exterior of a police building.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. So have you seen the second district's hearing on that?
No.
Holy God. These people, they set in and you can tell they're government very much pro government in it, but that they end up allowing the police, they're going to allow qualified immunity for that. Even though they are definitely. So he got shot down. That right there. Imagine you're on a public sidewalk
filming the building.
Yeah, you're filming the outside, the exterior of a police building. Two police officers walk up to you, and because of quote unquote safety threats, potential safety liability, you could be any John Q. Public walking down the road. Two cops walk up to you and demand ID, and when the guy's like, I haven't done anything, there's no crime. They can't tell you that they think there's a crime there. They can't articulate that. So, at that point, it should end. There should be no problem. But instead, they arrest him. Now, it took 2.5 years to get the criminal aspect of that dismissed because they fought it all the way.
Wow.
But then you got into the liability component. And of course, I mean, imagine you as a private citizen walking down the sidewalk and recording, again, a exterior police building, and, that getting you arrested and more. So he wanted the qualified immunity strip from these people. They should know better, ignorance of the law is not an excuse for you or I, but it is for police. So, he's like, we need to pull this. And, again, it got shot down in the lower courts. Like, they kicked it like you expect, just like with the Dan Owen thing. They always kick it. But then that hearing is on lackluster. It's about an hour long. And if you listen to it, it will piss you off because
I'm sure
they sit there
and more reason to be pissed off.
Well, they defended the idea that, well, it could be reasonable to stop because, there could potentially be a threat, against governmental buildings. I think the dude's on the sidewalk recording the exterior of a building. So there's no, if you're afraid as a law enforcement officer, that there's no excuse.
Maybe you're in the wrong line of business then.
Well, it was
Wrong
just
line of work.
That's been 5 years since that originally transpired. And
yeah, I remember it's been a long time.
Yeah. But the second district, when they were listening to it, they were not only taking up for that, they were taking up for Terry stop, which is, it's totally a problem. This stuff is, this is already got vast amounts of freaking law behind it, but they were trying to find a way to allow this to happen. And again, this panel of judges, they were, you watch that. I'm gonna encourage everybody. You should watch that.
I want the link.
Yeah, just go to Lackluster, and it'll be the last video.
What is Lackluster?
He's one of the big channels that talks about police.
Oh, right, the cop channel.
Yeah, like a cop watcher, basically. Yeah, I like Lackluster's coverage. I don't think he's unfair. Some of these places, they do crazy things. He just covers, stuff that's out. He's not out. Now, again, that's no excuse for bad behavior. Even if people are instigating it, you shouldn't have bad behavior. But in this instance, I mean, again, it's got the original video. It's about an hour long. But this panel of judges, it's like, oh my God, it is absolutely
it's
insane.
Scary what we're dealing with out there in the world. I mean, you can see it in this case here. I mean, you don't.
Yeah, that's
some of the judges that you get these judges, and you're like, what the hell? And in Laura Owens' case, it's not really the judge's fault for the latest harassment order that was granted. It's actually the lawyer's fault for not explaining it to the judge properly. Although I'm not going to let the judge totally off the hook. She knew, because at the temporary restraining order hearing, she was saying out loud to Laura, well, Laura, I don't think what you're describing here is really harassment. What you're describing is somebody saying mean things online. And people can say mean things online. So she got it at the TRO, but she was like out of precaution. She's like, well, I'm going to let you have this. Basically, I can order no contact, but it's going to have to go for a contested hearing. Right. But then at the contested hearing, the same judge doesn't stick to her initial reaction, which was the right one. That's the right one. People can say mean things online, and you cannot stop their speech because you're uncomfortable or embarrassed or whatever. Even if you feel harassed, you can't, because it has a legitimate public purpose, which is free speech.
What should have happened in that is a good lawyer would have not only taken that to the House, but would have potentially brought down some kind of penalties, sanctions against her, at least for attorney fees.
Yeah, his attorney, I have nothing but bad things to say about him. For one, he walked into court with a braided ponytail. I mean, it doesn't get worse than that. When it comes to lawyers and hair, you guys know how I feel about hair in courtrooms. This is one of the worst looks on an attorney I've ever seen in my life. A braided ponytail. No, sir. Not in a courtroom. No, you don't. No.
So you're telling me that if there's a trial and we go to it, that I shouldn't get my hair into like a rat tail?
That's different because you would be, a litigant. But if you hired an attorney with a rat tail, I would leave.
A rat tail? That'd be amazing.
This guy has a rat tail. Like, for real, he has a rat, like, it's a braided rat tail. By the way, Law Talk with Mike covered it too, and it was really funny because that was the first thing he noticed. He was like, oh no. He's like, this guy he's got a rat tail. No.
That's hilarious.
It was funny. It was really funny.
But no, I brought up the Lackluster thing. I think, like I said, people, you should look, like a lot of people think that if you have some authority, a governmental authority that violates your rights, that somehow you're going to get some kind of recompense. And that is exceedingly rare the courts bend over backwards for everyone. From we see cops all the time with that. Every now and then we see prosecutors, and you look at the language. Look at what they filed with Dan Owen. Look what he filed and how just I don't have to care. I can do whatever I want. Essentially, it's not my purview to. I can investigate victims. I can do whatever I want. And they were like, "Oh, that's cool. It's all good."
Listen, chat. You cannot accuse me of being too judgmental when I'm literally talking about judging things in a courtroom where they judge things.
Well, they do judge you from appearance, and
they absolutely do. I'm not saying you can't have a rat tail in your regular Walmart life. You go for it, okay? But if you are an attorney and you're coming into court for someone, you better tuck that thing into your shirt. I don't want to see it. You better not let everybody see it because it makes you look unprofessional.
I come in with some of those Coolio braids, where his hair every rich direction.
All right, now that if we ever show up in court, you have to do your hair like that.
I mean, that would be amazing.
Braids.
Yeah,
sticking up.
I liked it.
All over the
I liked it when Coolio did his Pippi Longstocking look.
Yes, we'll put wire in them. And
Oh yeah. That was amazing. Yeah, let me pull up people for some reason. This is my level of decorum that I need right here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
I would love that. There we go. Or some of those. Man. That would be amazing. I like when he did that, I was like, what in the world are you doing, Coolio? Coolio's so weird and funny. I'm just like, man, that's amazing. But that's what I want to go into court wearing there for sure.
I guarantee you, Ed, that Ian Runkle, when he goes into court, he looks very professional and presentable. And there's nothing wrong with long hair, but you can't wear it in a rat tail braid down your back. I'm sorry, you just can't. There has to be a way to wear that.
Well, unfortunately, it is courts. There are the unspoken rules that are there. Are they fair? No,
they're not fair, but it doesn't matter. Like, this is the same reason I have a problem with the women in court lawyers who don't brush their hair. It's a big joke. They don't own a brush. Female lawyers don't own brushes because their hair looks crazy from the back. It always looks like a rat's nest. And, you got to pay attention to what it looks like. I think man bun is the answer for a man with long hair.
Man bun. Well,
yeah,
what sucks is you can't wear a hat. I wish you could wear a hat. That'd be amazing.
Maybe we should bring back wigs.
Oh, that'd be all right.
What if you're Native American, says the chat? Well, then tuck it in your shirt. I don't know. I'm just saying. And if it's like really healthy looking, good looking hair, yeah, that would be cool. Like, that would be super cool. This dude had a skinny, gray, rat tail looking nasty braid. It was not good, you guys.
I'm imagining in my head like a really pimped gone wrong look,
No, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. No, like fat Native American braids, like would be beautiful, but that's not what we're talking about here. I'm gonna have to get a screenshot of it so you can see it, because you don't understand what I'm talking about. There is no way that you would think that this looked good. It didn't. Go ask Law Talk with Mike. Okay, he said it first, and it's true.
Again, at the end of the day, is it fair? People do get upset when you state things about courts, but that is the reality. Courts, they judge you on a lot of stuff. That's what a lawyer will tell you as somebody in there. You come in, you look a specific way, you dress a specific way, you want to look like a fine, upstanding citizen. Their opinion of one.
That's why defense attorneys they have suits and ties and shirts and things in their office for their clients. Because if a client comes in and they have court and they're dressed in a sweatshirt or something, that a good defense attorney is going to be like, oh no. Let's go to the closet and find you a jacket and a tie.
I was going through ChatGPT, like deleting some old, different things. I ran across a JJ Bean song. Listen, it was a horseman named JJ Bean.
Oh no. On
Yeah.
a horse with no name.
Oh, listen to these lyrics. On the first day I met him, he was chewing on a pear with a smug little grin and a 1,000-yard stare. His name was J.J. Bean. He called himself wise, but there was nothing but static between both of his eyes. I was like, damn, this is all AI, by the way. It's like, wow. The chorus. I've been through the desert with a horseman named J.J. Bean. With a horseman, what's up? He loves pears more than people, if you know what I mean. In the desert, you remember your shame, because there ain't no brain inside J.J. Bean. It's like, what? The whole thing. I asked it. I was like, I want a song to Horse with No Name about a horseman named J.J. Bean that loves pears. Make it funny. And it was like, here you go. It's pretty mean.
That's funny. Speaking of ChatGPT, I asked it, in American courts, is it appropriate for a male attorney to have a rat tail braid? And ChatGPT said, yes, it's legally allowed. But in most U.S. courts, it would generally be considered unprofessional or inappropriate courtroom appearance for an attorney. So there. And that's what I'm saying. Not for the litigants, not for anybody else, but generally speaking. And by the way, you can run into a judge who will not like that and will make you tuck it into your shirt or tell you to get it cut off. For real. They could do that. Now, should they do it? They probably won't. Most judges these days, they're just happy. No, they're not on Zoom anymore.
Right.
And they've lost all sense of decorum after the Zoom years. Because if you've watched any of those Zoom court hearings, it is, wow. You know, those are terrible. I was watching one today. I was laughing so hard. This woman was just screaming at the judge over Zoom. People have lost their minds in Zoom court. They have lost their minds.
I watch some of those channels every now and then, you know, with some of the crazy ones. Like I've been getting recommends for ones talking about like rental and other weird stuff. So I've been watching some of those there.
I was actually just watching one. Hold on. This is so funny. I was just watching one while I was cooking dinner. Let's see if I could pull it up, because this is the one where she's screaming at the judge, and it's so funny. Oh yeah. Angriest Karen ever. That's what Mike called it. It's a Law Talk with Mike stream. Hold on. I got to bring this up because you will die laughing. You cannot believe what some of these people, how they behave in court. So when you're talking about behavior and decorum in court, as long as they're not doing this these days, like judges will just let it go. But a few years ago, you couldn't get away with anything near this. This is so funny. This woman goes right out of her damn mind. Watch this. It's so funny.
Can you please unmute? I'm sorry about that. I'm here. Okay. Hopefully you have better connection right now. Okay. So the court will note the so I was just going through the procedural history, and based upon your 22 bankruptcy case, your case was dismissed March 6th of 2023, but the final decree and the closing of the case wasn't until April 25th of 2023. And it indicates that the order, the United States Bankruptcy Court, Eastern District of Michigan, Southern Division, Detroit, signed by Judge Maria Axel, the United States Bankruptcy Judge, indicates that the matter was scheduled for hearing on March 6th of 2023. And an oral motion to dismiss by the Chapter 13 trustee was not opposed by the debtors who were present or counsel represented them. It was dismissed for poor pay history, which was 0%. And therefore the case was dismissed.
Sounds like Lynette's case.
Issues were terminated. The court will also note that.
Get to the yelling. The yelling is funny.
Please unmute.
She can't figure out her mute button.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Attorney on your 23 bankruptcy case filed a skeletal bankruptcy petition. What date was that filed?
It was filed completely. I don't know what that word means that you're saying to me. What is it?
I'm reading from the document that you sent to the court.
Oh no.
Here that they completed a bankruptcy analysis.
The document that I sent you is.
Excuse me. Please stop interrupting the court. Because I can't record more than one person at a time. Miss Stevenson is no longer on here. She dropped off. The court did not remove her. I'm just making that a record right now.
Oh my God.
Oh, she's back, baby.
Look at her face.
Miss Stevenson, please unmute.
You guys would not let me say anything in this courtroom.
Just one moment. Just one moment. Your connection has not been good. And when you start answering the question, I'm not hearing everything you're saying. So I'm asking you to stop talking.
Okay, well, I'm talking right now. I am talking right now, Your Honor. I'm talking right
No, you're not talking. I just muted you. Now, please stop, because I see that you're still talking.
Look at her go. Look at her.
That's amazing.
You can continue.
And this goes on like this for quite a while, you guys.
Jesus.
It is so, I mean, the things that people think they can get away with now in court because of these Zoom hearings, I would not have, if I were a judge, oh man, I wouldn't do Zoom at all, ever. You would be in my courtroom. And if you talk like that, if you screamed at me like that, you'd be going to jail. Like, people just have no sense of what's appropriate anymore. And I think that's what bothers me about stuff like the rat tail. Like, just be appropriate in a courtroom. It's like the last place left in America where there are standards you are supposed to follow. Could we just look, we're all wearing our pajamas to Walmart and stuff. Could we just have one place, just one, where people, you know, have a higher standard? Just somewhere, it's just one place. It would be nice if it were court, but you know, I know it's a lot to ask.
I'd like the courts to apply that as well. You know, can they not have a law standard too, where you know we feel like we're represented? You know, it's our court,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I would like that. I would like courts to be a place where everybody feels like they're getting their fair say, you know, and that people treat each other decently. But it's just not the case. It's just not. It's just a fairy tale now, you know.
Well,
That's how it feels.
unfortunately, what people will learn when they watch cases is they'll learn that justice is difficult to come by, and that most of us out there, we don't have enough money to really acquire justice. You know, most of us like look at what it cost Hale's just so far and where you got. You know, he has gotten nowhere in these cases. He's gotten absolutely nowhere. You know, he got somewhere in Fed 1, but Fed 2, man, it was like a parking lot where people can do whatever the fuck they want, apparently. And
Yep.
I mean, they're filing items calling a guy an alligator effer. And
They're having third parties try to enter the case as a John Doe. I've never heard of anyone trying that ever.
You've got people threatening process servers to end them
And to call them PDF files online. Imagine threatening to say, I will call you a PDF file. I will write an article and put your name and picture up if you don't, you know, back off.
Yeah,
What?
I will ruin your life. That's what they're on. And it just, they don't care. They absolutely, that behavior right there should be a problem. That obviously, you know, in the fairy tale where we talk about the judicial system, in that fairy tale, that would be a problem, you know, but in reality, I mean, look at how it handles. It depends on the judge. Some judges would just stomp the ever-loving crap out of that behavior, you know?
Yeah.
I think Gray would have destroyed this stuff already. If you would have had a good judge in it, there's no way he would allow that kind of that. You know, it's also the behavior is separate from the actual case. So even if you're like, man, garbage case or whatever, well, look at how these people are. You know, something should have been done about it.
You guys remember Judge Schrader? If you're in the Kyle Rittenhouse case, remember this guy?
Don't get brazen with me.
I mean, and that's just the way he talked to a lawyer who was just getting a little cheeky.
Yeah.
You know, don't get brazen with me. I mean, he'd go after you. I don't understand how we've seen these mealy-mouthed judges who just don't do anything with this kind of terrible behavior in front of them.
A lot of them are political entities, is what it is. And they're terrified of doing anything that may damage. And the real problem with the political entity thing, too, is, see, what scares me about, like, Fed 2 is when I see them talking about things like Dan Owen and it coming up in just a random case. You're talking about, again, a judge that they function. Yeah, you can tell there's worried very much about reputation, that is worried about how they are perceived because they want to be something else, probably. You know, most people don't want to stop at, say, that level, or if they do, they want to maintain it. They want to maintain it over time, and they're so afraid to step out against that status quo. And God, I mean, that is a frightening freaking movie.
Yeah, agree.
Anyway, we've totally derailed.
I know. We've totally derailed. We're watching Law Talk with Mike. Whatever. It was fun. It's Judge Simpson's courtroom is fun, by the way.
It goes to the topic. I mean, like I said, bringing up like lackluster and stuff, that is actually topical, though, because we were talking about court behavior, and actually some of that went to Laura Owens.
It does. I mean, and we look, these people, it's crazy. So just things have changed, and I would really like to go back to at least some decorum in the courtroom. I would. And this case is no different. This case, so much has gone on that should not have gone on. No way.
Well, the message that is being sent by this is you can do anything to anyone at any time, accuse them of God knows what, and will they get justice? Well, if you look at those statements about how items are perceived and customer, that whole customer talk with Belitho, it really, what it sounded like to me is open season on people that have online businesses.
Yeah, that is what it seems like. It really does. It seems like that's the message he is sending. That's how it sounds. Open season on YouTubers,
Yeah,
all right. No, we don't need to change the title. We're still reading it. We're reading the deposition. We got through 10 pages already. That's a lot for us, by the way. It is. All right.
I told you when you read 30 pages, people are going to get spoiled. They're going to expect.
Yeah, they're all spoiled now.
It's all Megan's fault somehow.
Speaking of it being my fault, you guys love the derailment. You do. Stop pretending like you don't, and hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you want us to get back on track, you could always send super tips or super chats to tell me to get back on track.
Yes, yell at
the super tips, by the way, will get read right away. If you want to yell at me right now, you can do that on super tips, and I will play it. All right. I think it slipped out because she says a lot of things that you're on the phone and you're thinking, what the heck did she just say? But yeah, she said it.
All right.
And if I did call her back to record evidence of that, secondary to that first conversation, it would have been within minutes afterwards. It would have been a very concerning feeling that I had to call her right back and ask more questions on this because I didn't know what to do with that.
We saw that with the grandson thing. Remember that?
Yep.
That she put in. She was calling back because she was like, "What the hell?"
Yep.
I mean, I don't blame her either. You also you want to take it seriously because you don't want to be fouled up in some kind of crazed conspiracy that ends up doing just insane harm.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to ask you now. We got an hour approximately left for you today. I'll ask Mr. Manskin, do you plan on doing any cross-examination?
I'm sorry. Are you finished with the direct?
Oh, I'm trying to do some housekeeping here. It's 3:00. You were away for 15 minutes, so that would mean I would have. If you have.
What? What time are we going to until today?
Well, that depends on whether you're going to do cross-examination or not. That you keep on avoiding answering.
I don't know.
You said.
If you.
But you said.
Can save me 10 minutes.
You said on this record you would answer it later. Well, it's getting pretty later, so it's getting pretty later.
Can you save me 10 minutes?
10 minutes?
Yes.
So you're going to cut off at 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll continue. All right.
That means you'll go to 4:10 at the latest. So I have the 10 minutes and we don't finish any later than 4:20 because at 4:20 I spark up a blunt.
Can you imagine that being your lawyer's thing, though? You have all this stated about conspiracy to off someone, all of these other crazy things. And you're like, yeah, I only need 10 minutes.
Uh-huh. At least he didn't say 15.
But you don't even know if he's there or not.
Yeah, right. I don't think he was there.
No, I wonder, he didn't answer, so that's really
no, because he never said anything. So I bet he wasn't there at that time.
Hold this for a minute. I got to go grab a water. I
okay. All right, everybody needs to hydrate. It's hydration time. Hydration time for sure. I would read a super tip at the moment, but there isn't one, so I can't. But maybe we could get a couple super chats under our belt. Green Veggie Beast, thanks to the 5 super tips are messed up. It won't let me, so I won't do it. I just have to use creative English. Well, some people's are getting through. I don't know why yours isn't. Jack's mom gifted 1 membership. Welcome to the Fox Den, whoever got that. It's weird here, but you'll get used to it. Max Lab, thanks for the $1. I appreciate that. And Deb in Michigan became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. We love having you here. Welcome. Christine Blagg, thanks for the 2. Wait until 60, wash dishes, pull rib cage muscles. Oh, I think I've done that. I'm more likely to pull a hamstring, though, while I put the dishes when I'm reaching into the dishwasher. Lucifer's Death Angel, member for 22 months. Hugs and love to everyone. Just checking if you got the boxes. This case is wild. Love to and Tug, best chat ever. Yes, I did. I got the boxes and everything in it was spectacular. Thank you. Lynn, thanks to the 5. Happy evening. Well, happy evening to you. And Tracy Wilden, thanks for being a member for 16 months. Pulling your back out from reaching for a cup of tea is old or sneezing, which I've done. I'm nearly 60. God help me when I hit 60. I know it's terrifying. It really is. And Lucifer's Death Angel gifted 5 memberships. Welcome to the Fox Den, all 5 of you. Appreciate you. All right, you back?
Yeah, I had to go grab.
All right, Manskin was just whining that he needs to be done by 4:20.
Yeah. Yep, he loves that 4:20, right?
He loves that
allegedly. 420. Allegedly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Am I right?
Oh, we're gone for 15 minutes, as you
well
carefully pointed out. So we should stop. I will stop at 4:00. We're going to add 15 minutes to the time, or give you 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Time. So I'm stopping at you said 10 minutes. I'm stopping at 4:05 and you can go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. All right. This is the next exhibit to the court reporter.
Exhibit 6?
Yeah.
Exhibit 6 marked for identification.
All right. So do you, Miss Wolf, do you recognize this?
Yes.
And this is also recent, isn't it?
Yes.
And he says Mr. Manskin is having a conversation with you on this exhibit, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Manskin says to you, as for MP, do you know who refers to with MP?
Michelle Preston.
Okay, as for Michelle Preston, I ask you do not harm her legal cases. That's it.
Yes, I would never harm anyone.
No, he's not asking that you don't. But he's asking that you don't harm her legal cases.
Yes.
Do you know what Mr. Manskin means by that?
Shut up.
Yeah, that's exactly what he means. He's like, we have to operate in the dark here. Shrouded in the. It's amazing. It's also admission that Shara knows enough that she could potentially harm
her cases. Yeah.
And well, it's wild there because you think about all of the stuff that was done to silence her. With that, knowing that he told her, don't do this or don't do that, that very much looks like intimidation tactic. Again, that kind of stuff, that's another thing in this case that has just blown my mind. You have a federal witness in here that has been targeted repeatedly and nothing would be done about it. Nothing whatsoever. You can just tell, and that's that blows my mind. Again, these people went out, they threatened her, they threatened to go after her in a million different ways. And that should piss off a judge. Because it's happening. These are people in his courtroom. But you see how these crazy people, what they file and what they get away with. None of that behavior. It would just be at worst, I think it'd be don't do that again. So, okay. Because if you testify truthfully under oath, that would harm Miss Preston's legal case.
I took it as that.
Okay. And you responded to that line, didn't you?
Yes.
And you said to Mr. Manskin, quote, I wish no harm to anyone or her legal case. At the same time, I also wish no harm to opposing. Your client is harming me and others, and I've expressed my concern for the child to you all along. Those are never privileged. I'm responding to your PR's threats and your client using privilege to harm me. That includes using privileged information to public officials I am working for to harm me. That includes using privileged information to public. I'm trying to understand that. So what do you mean by that? Okay, it's asked there.
Yeah.
And before I ask you, PR, who is PR?
Two fleas in a pod. Fleesa.
Okay.
And
what?
And Tori.
And okay, I understand. Okay. So what do you mean by using privileged information to public officials I am working for to harm me?
Information we were talking about in what Mr. Manskin called privileged. Preston was going to a public official person that I was advocating for with that information that was discussed.
He was doing that, or Preston was doing that?
Preston was doing that.
And who's this person? Do you not want to say?
I want to protect him.
Him. Huh. Are you what, when you say you want to protect him, are you fearful that the person will be in danger?
Well, this has nothing to do with him, and I just don't want what she's doing to harm him.
What do you mean you say what she's doing? You mean Miss Preston?
Yes.
Okay. Then you go on saying the audios are after I quit. What do you mean by that?
I have to go. Can you show me where that is so I can, because I have to read it in context.
Yeah, the audios. What audios are you referring to? Right here. See it?
Hold on a minute.
What are the audios?
But the PR show and the client have shared that there are unacceptable accusations toward me and harmful behavior. The audios are after I quit. Audios. I don't know at this moment.
Okay. All right.
Audio.
And you say, sorry.
Maybe it was her.
And you say.
Oh, it could be her audio clips that Michelle sent to me, her voice clips.
Ah, gotcha.
Or some of her voice clips that came afterward. That's what.
After you quit covering the story, right?
Yeah, well, yes, I wasn't in any of their privileged chats anymore.
I see. Well, understand that if you're any attorney, do you know that if any attorney, again, includes any other third party in a chat with his client, there's no privilege. They've waived it.
Well, he called me his legal assistant, which I have no experience in, so...
Remember when they pulled all this publicly?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
He was part of the legal team.
Yeah. We've been through that. That's not going... We'll go there. Were you ever his legal assistant?
No.
Then you wrote, I will do my best to respect what you stated going forward, but I'll stand behind my video clip today. So that means you had posted a video clip today on YouTube?
Well, what happened was he told me that I am not permitted to put out any of my and his interactions at all.
He's claiming that he has attorney-client privilege with you.
Well, he was claiming that I can't put out any of this material between me and him. And because he said this, when I put out those two statements from him in that video, that first video that had the eco comment in it.
Oh, yeah. He did not want you to release that, correct?
He was warning me. He was warning that I cannot, again, put any comments out between me and him.
Yeah, he did not want. I mean, you look at, though, in some of those things that she put out, look at how many people are added to these conversations. You know? You're going to tell me that that Patty Plummer is also a legal representative, and you know?
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He's screwed. He broke privilege.
Yeah, I'm 100%. And he has to. Why would you do that? I mean, that's the biggest question to me. Like, why would you add in people to maybe not a conversation? You can have a conversation and include the client if you wish, but why add them into a conversation that you're afraid will see the light of day? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, if Miyagi's in the chat, I know there was some question as to whether you were blocked on the channel. Like on accident or something. I have looked through all of the blocked list and I do not see you on here.
Just the easiest way to do it is get her at. So go over to her channel, get the at that it refers to. Look it on your phone. And when you look at the channel on your phone, there's a little message on the top. You know, when you like do the little pull down on the channel, it will say, let me see. At the very top, it will say like this on the landing page. If you hit the three dots, the third option down will say hide. If they're not blocked, it'll say hide user from my channel. If they are blocked, it'll say unhide. Because the way that it puts everybody together is so hard to
okay, so she's not hidden.
Okay, so if it says hide, then she's not hidden at all. Do this though, just to see if it helps. Hit the hide button, and then it'll say unhide. Then hit it again. So you've essentially blocked her and unblocked her. Sometimes I've done that with. That's what I mean when I say I toggle somebody. That's literally what I'm doing.
All right, I just did that. I hit her and unhit her. So hopefully whatever happened unhappens. You know, sometimes mods accidentally hide people. It happens. Jeff used to he had a moment where he would fall asleep listening, and he was a mod, and he'd roll over on his phone or something and sleep mod. We called it the sleep moderation because he would sometimes ban people in his sleep from my channel.
It was actually his doggo that did it, you know?
Yeah, right. It could have been Daggy or Yoda. That's true. It's funny though. I'd be like, oh no, Jeff's sleep modding again. Okay.
Well, there's been a lot of weird things happening as of late. You know, like I said, with YouTube, got to remember 60% of their workforce is gone. You know, they've got AI in control. It's a frightening thing when things go wrong.
Yeah, there's nobody to fix it.
Well, it's like YouTube Twitter, all these places. Have you noticed they've been having outages? I mean, huge ones. Do you remember these places having outages before like that? I mean, Twitter now employs under 100 people, and they have
It's been a
70.
long time since I remember a YouTube outage like we've seen recently.
Just like Twitter, I don't remember. But, when you have a problem, if they only have 70 something people and then 70 AI bots that essentially, I mean, that's what they noted, by the way, for real. They noted their work staff was like 70 something. I can't remember the exact number. And then 70 more AIs. So, they cut out thousands and thousands of jobs, but which saved them with overhead, sure. But it also, you have no one, you have a problem, there ain't a human being to talk to. You're talking to a bot, and that is a real issue. But they don't care, helps their bottom line. So
I can't even believe this super tip right now. E. Poindexter, thanks for the 10.
What's up,
Recently went to the opera in a major city. Saw someone with ripped jeans and Birkenstocks, no socks. For heaven's sake, in the PNW, at least put some socks on with your sandals.
The opera in Birkenstocks? Like, no, I draw the line. You know what I've been doing recently? It's funny because I've noticed that living in rural America, I'm slipping into those rural habits of like wearing basically pajamas everywhere you go. And I just feel so sloppy and so miserable. This is not how I was raised. It is not where I'm from. And I do not fit in. And you know what? That's okay. I'm just not going to fit in. I'm going to wear nice clothes. I can't stand it anymore. I've been dressing up to go to Walmart. I know I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to wear nice clothes, but I can't do it anymore. I can't take it. I just can't. So I'm like, I'm wearing layers and checking my fit, and I got the right bag and my belt, because look, you only live once, and I'm not going to live the rest of my life in a pair of flannel pants and a sweatshirt. Like, it's just not happening. I'm not going into that night quietly. I'm telling you, I'm not doing it. So, and all y'all can do whatever you want, but I just feel like it's all going downhill.
I draw the line. I open up my eyes. I draw the line. Yeah. There you go. Oh my God.
I can't do it anymore. Oh no, I'm yawning.
Oh
you
my
know
God.
what that means?
Yeah, that means you're yawning. Stop.
No, that means that it's time for super chats and bedtime. That's what that means.
I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna try to get my mind flowing. I think I'm gonna pull the Fats transcript from yesterday too, since apparently they were on a freak out. I haven't decided what we'll talk about tomorrow, but we'll see. We got that hearing that's coming up. I want to know what happened with remember our only source for information out of that last one too was the Fats, because Jeremy didn't, he didn't go out and talk because he was like, not until it's over, so I wonder what tomorrow, if we'll find out anything. I'm just not tomorrow, but Friday rather, if we'll find out anything. Very curious about it. But anyway, all right, I'll see you.
All right, good night. All right, guys, we're gonna hit the super chats. Where was I? I was at Lynn. Thanks for the 5. Happy evening. Well, happy evening to you too. Thanks so much. Tracy Wilden, member for 16 months. Pulling you back out for reaching for... Oh, I got that one. Lucifer's Death Angel gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much for that. Welcome to the Fox Den, all 5 of you. AKA the Cat Lady, member for 18 months. I check a charity today, and the 501c3 is not active. It expired 9/5/25. That's the resource to check charities with real-time updates. Yeah, so Lynette is out there complaining that people are saying that her 501c3 status is inactive or whatever. I don't know, that it expired or whatever. But that is what the official documents are saying on the websites. So Lynette, if you have paid the money or whatever it is to get that up and going, You better check that you turned in the right stuff because it isn't updating. And, we haven't said that for sure it's been revoked, but we're saying that's what it says online. And you can't deny that that's what it says on all the online sources that list 501c3s. Now, maybe she'll get that back up and going. I don't know. I don't really care. Tracy Wilden, thanks for the 20. Help towards your massage. Well, I appreciate that. I'm going to need it. My knees are absolutely killing me. Could be this weather, though, too. Everything's thawing, and it's, like, very wet outside. Like, I probably have arthritis. Suzanne 7IB, thanks for the 10. I only spoil myself with Mickey D's fries once a month. Secret to fresh fries, and this is true, you guys. I've tried this. Order them with no salt. They drop a fresh batch. You wait a bit, but they're fresh, and then ask for salt packets. Yes. This is true, and I have done this, but here's the thing. If you ask for salt after telling them you want no salt, they will push back on you sometimes. I did it, and I asked, well, we had ordered other things, though, and she goes, I just want to check. You said you wanted salt packets. I could just salt them for you right now. And I was like, no, I don't want the salt on my fries. And that's just all I said to her. And she looked all funny. I'm like, it's for something else. Like, why are you asking me what I want the salt for? Just give me the salt packets and give me my fries with no salt. Why are you asking? But it was funny because it was like they were trying to call me out for it. But look, there's nothing worse than, if you're going to spend the calories, getting cold fries sucks because they're not edible. You want them right out of the deep fryer. So you got to order them with no salt, and then you get your salt on the side. And here's a trick. Of course, I've given up fast food, so I'm not going to fast food places anymore. But every time we used to go to fast food places, I would ask wherever we were for extra salt packets, and I store them in my car so that I always have some in there. So that's how you get around having to ask for it when you order fries with no salt. Cindy Brown, member for 8 months. Rumble for Laura Owens emails. Count me in. We could do it on YouTube. It's just, it is. And if you want to hear them read out loud, there is a 4-hour live stream. Well, no, a 4-hour video on Schnitzel Ninja's channel where she reads all of the emails, the recently released emails. And oh my God, it is cringe-inducing and uncomfortable. But I may actually do a stream where we listen to Schnitzel read some of them because I don't even want to read them. They are like softcore porn. For real. It's not good. Lucifer's Death Angel, thanks for the 5. You are so welcome. Tug's family is heading out later this month, still wrapping Bugs gifts. I'm happy they liked everything they got. Love to you. Yes, they did. They loved it. Everybody was so happy. And, Hangry is sick this week. He's been staying home from school for the last 2 days. He's been really sick. He's lost his voice. He's coughing. And he said when I handed him his boxes to open, he goes, did they know that I'm sick? Like, he thought somebody knew he was sick and sent him presents to make him feel better. Isn't that sweet? I just love that. Lois from the Berg, thanks for the 10. Check out Just Being Milani and the We Don't Care. Your aches and pains could be perimenopause related. Oh God, I'm sure it's all related. Suzanne, where is Buck Naked? I miss him here. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while. Suzanne, thanks for the 10. Mary Lincoln speaking. Megan, you always swallow. Look what happened to Monica's dress from Bill. Damn near ruined it. It's true. 2012 Jameson, thanks for the 2. Look at Amos Miller Farms, Megan, Amish food. Yes, that was an unbelievable case. Robert Barnes represented them. Suzanne 7IB Callie, thanks for the 5. Let us bring back the wigs in court. Now it makes sense why they do it, just so everybody looks the same. Rogue, and it's not distracting. I think that's part of the problem with the rat tail and all this other stuff. It's like you don't want to draw attention to you in a bad way in a courtroom. You kind of just want to blend. It's one thing like to wear a sharp suit, you want to look nice. Camille at the Johnny Depp trial, remember Camille, what was her last name? Camille, I forget now. Anyway, her white suit, I will never forget it, with the bow in the back. It was so beautiful. But, that's the good way to stand out, to wear something sharp, look really good. But you don't want to stand out in a distracting way. If the jury cannot stop looking at the rat tail, they're just going to be distracted. You don't want that. Rogue Pirate, thanks for the 2. I have a rat tail. Don't do Walmart. Now I'm hot. Well, I didn't say you couldn't have one. I said you probably shouldn't have one as a lawyer in a courtroom. There's a difference. If you're like, I don't know, whatever it is that you do. If you're you probably wouldn't have one if you were a banker, but maybe a trucker, sure, that makes sense. Or I don't know, what else? Working in a store, retail. I could see retail and rat tail go together. What else? What else could I see? Maybe an accountant, because you don't really see people all the time, right? I don't know. Suzanne, thanks for the 2. Judge Middleton always has it pulled back clean. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Judge Middleton has long hair. He looks like a founding father, though. So he always pulls his back in like a clean ponytail, right? So you can't see it. I'm telling you that the braid, you just have to see it. You have to see it. I think it would have been better. I think it would have been better as a ponytail. There's just something really off-putting about the way he had it in court. Sleepwatcher, thanks for the 20. There was a Judge Simpson YouTube about a person before him via Zoom who was having relations during the proceeding just recently. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Oh my God. We may have to derail and go watch that. I just saw that on my YouTube feed. Hold on. Judge Simpson. Yeah. Okay. Here's a video from Credence and Mikey. It's only 8 minutes long. Let's see. I got to see this. This will be hilarious. Hold on. I have to share this. Why is that? Here we go. All right. Let's get that up on the screen.
With this defendant, we kicked her out of our courtroom. I think on 2 occasions she's come back in. She was smoking.
That wasn't me.
Go over there and don't test.
I can go test. I can either pan out or do something to make that money up, but I can, yes, sir.
There she is smoking. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'll grant the motion for. Thank you. Folks, my staff has reported that was you, and it appeared as though you were having sex on the screen.
No.
She understands them, and at this time, knowingly voluntarily waive them, and lay a factual basis to the added count.
What is happening?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth?
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
State your name, please.
Caitlin Quinn.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of use of methamphetamine.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh no. What is happening?
You were right. I was wrong. Morning, Your Honor. For the record, Brian Stacy, P33014.
1 year incarceration and $2,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Use of
And understanding
methamphetamine
that
makes
you still wish to
sense.
Plead guilty.
Oh
Yes, Your
no.
Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct? Or had one signed on
Yes,
your behalf?
Yep. Yes, Your Honor. Yep.
All right. Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up those rights on that form,
Yes, Your Honor.
particularly the rights contained in paragraph 5. If you look on the
Oh
podium, you'll see a
dear
copy of the advice of
God.
rights. Understand you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights that are contained on that form.
How the hell? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It is what it looks like. What they said it was. I don't even think I can watch more of that. It's gonna make me feel sick to my stomach. Good Lord. Is there more? All right, I'm afraid to look. I'm afraid to look. Hold on. Surely they wouldn't show anything. Oh Lord.
In the time of sentencing, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea,
What
and
is
the
she
court would not
doing?
be bound by any sentence recommendation
Oh
or
no.
evaluation. You understand that? Get the court record.
All right, I'm skipping ahead.
And Your Honor, can I address bond?
Briefly.
Judge, briefly, my client has no prior offenses. The after
No, there's.
Okay, we
he
can't
was
tell.
taken
That's
to the
just
hospital
camera.
while in.
But I definitely saw the hand motions, that and the possible mouth
Look at
motions.
the video. And my
okay.
staff reported it to me, and it did appear that that's what was occurring. So what I am going to do, not on the defendant's motion, I'm going to adjourn this out to next week, the 5th. You'll have to appear in person, ma'am.
Okay.
That way we can
Oh, my.
assure you're not smoking and not having sex while you're in court. Thank you, Bond. We'll continue.
Thanks.
Thank you.
She's laughing. She's not even denying it. She's not even denying it, you guys. Oh, good Lord. Oh, wait, what do you mean there's more? There's more? Like she comes back and does it again? All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. You should see the video.
Worse than Laura Owens.
All right. Thank you.
Judge
Leave
Simpson.
her.
Wow, you should see the
And
video.
Get her out of my court.
Oh, good Lord. There's another case. Does she show up?
I'll be leaving on behalf of Shukai K Park. Shukai K Park, can you say your name, please?
Christian Shukai K Park.
Andrew, I was not able to reach Mr. Shukai K Park until today, so I'll be requesting adjournment for that reason. I do have a green sheet and I would like to address the bond violation.
Yeah, go ahead. Address his bond violation first.
Your Honor, so Mr. Shukai K Park indicates to me, and this was verified when we talked about, we did not have a valid phone number for him that has now been.
I think this is a different case. I don't think, yeah, that's a different case. Oh, my Lord. Good Lord. No one needs to see this. Although that was kind of funny. I mean, it was pretty funny. All right, let's get back to the super chats. Let's see. Thanks for that, by the way, Sleepwatcher. Everyone needed that, I'm sure. I can't believe what people do in court. This is unbelievable. Lucifer's Death Angel, thanks for the 5 because Bruce only cared about Bruce and getting Jeremy. Yeah, he got real butthurt. It was very personal. Suzanne says, Megan, I will Facebook DM you about Miyagi's account. Okay. And we will definitely get it fixed. Thanks for the 5. Vanessa V, thanks so much for the 20. I see that. If you don't mind, I'm not going to pull that up on the screen. I just don't want any mod drama here in case, it sets off something. But thanks for that. I appreciate you letting me know, and I'll see what I can do. Cindy Brown, thanks for the 2. Made my day. Made Megan laugh. Aw, well, I'm glad. Lucifer's Death Angel, thanks for the 5. Sorry to hear he's sick, sweetheart, he seems. I was so worried about the football cards. If they were right, I'll send for birthday. Oh, yeah. He loved them. Are you kidding? He absolutely loved them. He loves football cards. He loves sports cards, baseball cards, football cards, any basketball cards, any of that stuff. He thinks is great. Pokemon cards. He absolutely loves all of that stuff. All right. Cash App, by the way, Brian sent a huge 100. I appreciate that. Let me see if anybody else is in there. I don't want to miss you. Looks like we're good there. Let me check Venmo real quick. And then we're going to call it a night. Guys, I am tired. 2012 Jameson, thanks for the 2. Just say low sodium diet for salt. Hack. Yeah, but then how do you explain why you're asking for the salt? Although I thought about it and I was like, well, who are they to tell me how I can put my salt on? I mean, maybe I want to measure how much salt I'm using. Doesn't that make more sense than like if McDonald's salts it for you, you don't know what's there. You don't know how much they're putting on. Okay, it looks like I got everybody on everywhere. Yes. I think. Yeah, we're good. All right. Thanks for coming by, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow. It's Thursday. We'll be back on Tug's channel. So make sure that you tune in over on Tug's channel because I'm sure it'll be a laugh riot, whatever it is that we're doing. And maybe the PI will have caught a photograph of Tug leaving his house. That's what I'm counting on. We'll see if it happens. Tomorrow, Retro Trial Thursday with Flux on my channel, probably around 10 a.m., maybe 11. But we are going to continue our Woodward, Massachusetts v. Louise Woodward, the killer nanny trial. And man, last week was a banger. We finally figured out why Legal Vices wanted us to watch that trial, and it was hilarious. Barry Scheck had a freak out moment in front of the judge. And in fact, I wrote down the timestamp because I wanted to add it to my intro. It's that good. He's screaming at the witness on the stand, and I've got to get it. I will get it for next time because it is so funny. All right, everybody. Good night.
We watched them lie, we watched them cry, fake ass tears in the courtroom sky. Grifters grift, lawyers spin, but the fox didn't always clocks the sin. Bad fate takes and crocodile please, everybody innocent, everybody please, but we saw the receipts, we rolled the tape, now it's time to let the bullshit wait. In the Foxton Lake we vibe, we grin and laugh at frauds, let the truth sink in, screens go dark but we'll be back, same wild court, same unhinged act. In the Foxton Lake we vibe, we grin and laugh at frauds, let the truth sink in, screens go dark but we'll be back, same wild court, same unhinged act. Super chat's done, the gavel's down, all the clowns left the courtroom town. Sleep real tight, don't let them pretend. Good night from the Fox then, see you again. Bad fate takes and crocodile please, everybody innocent, everybody please, but we saw the receipts, we rolled the tape, now it's time to let the bullshit wait. In the Foxton Lake we vibe, we grin, laugh at frauds, let the truth sink in, screens go dark but we'll be back, same wild court, same unhinged act. In the Foxton Lake we vibe, we grin, laugh at frauds, let the truth sink in, screens go dark but we'll be back, same wild court, same unhinged act. We vibe, we grin, laugh at frauds, let the truth sink in, screens go dark but we'll be back, same wild court, same unhinged act.